Welcome back to Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Guys, another loss, eh? That's now 3 losses in a row, and it extends the lead for TJ Watt. I think that's now six losses without TJ Watt. So there's a problem there. There's a big problem there. Highsmith stepped up, and I think now Highsmith's leading the league in sacks or something like that. He's got 5 or so. Kenny Pickett started today, and that was really fun to watch. And he linked up with Muth, and we finally saw George Pickens have some play. But today's video, guys, we're talking about winners and losers. And I guess the big loser for us now is the Steelers. We lost. We're 1-3. What do you do, right? What do you do? But the winner overall is, Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett starting. So I'm going to go through 3 winners and 3 losers in this video. And if you guys want to play along too, you can also list in the comments below 3 winners and 3 losers. Really easy to do. I'm going to start with 3 losers and go through why I think they're a loser for this game. Now, I'm not saying fire or sack any of these people. I'm just saying for this individual game versus the Jets, they are a loser. And that happens in life, right? You win some, you lose some, and that's just how it works in football. And then I'll say 3 winners on the other side. We'll end more on a positive note, and then maybe the direction of the team. But comment below 3 losers who you thought played poor, who you thought didn't step up to the game. We'll go from there. Because firstly, I do want to start with one loser, and I've talked about this guy, this player, this receiver, a lot in the preseason. You can go back to the other videos, but you've probably heard me on record say this a lot. And if you haven't heard me say it on record a lot, I'm not a big fan of Chase Claypool. I'm really not. With that one pass, KP8, right? KP8 threw over a massive football, dude. He threw that football like 60 yards in the air, right? How isn't Claypool, 6'4" Claypool, beating a 5'9" corner, having all the advantage to run up there, high point the ball, use his hands like an AFL player, catch it in stride? He's not, to me, he's not getting the job done. I don't think that Claypool is physical enough for this game. I've said it on record numerous times. I don't think Claypool he doesn't feel like a real receiver. He feels to me like a tight end number 3, maybe, possibly. I don't think he does much for me in this game. They put him on the reverse a few times. He had that interception that people are blaming on Pickett. You can't blame Pickett for that. To me, the loser in that situation is Claypool. If you go and watch that football and that play again, right? As it's in the air, perfect pass, and Claypool has a chance to run up and get it. But what does he do? In his air, he has poor body control, right? He claims to be Mapletron, which is a play on words of Megatron, which is Calvin Johnson, and he was a terror playing with the Lions. Unbelievable player. He's nothing like that. I just don't have any confidence in Claypool. And this game, to me, he's a loser. So if you agree with me, write in the comments below. Claypool is one of your losers. Moving on. The second guy I want to pick on, and it's only for this game. I think he's been playing quite well over the season. But the second guy has to be needs to be addressed. That's Arthur Millette. For me, he was a loser in this game. In the last drive, I think it was, in the last drive going down the field, he got burnt 2 big times in 2 big pass plays from Zach Wilson to let the Jets run down the field and put him in a scoring position, right? And that's just a fact that happened. Millette is trying to be that Mike Hilton guy from the slot, but it's not really happening. We didn't have any Witherspoon, so we saw more of a Millette out there. But the reality of the situation is that Millette got burnt. In this scenario, I believe he has to be a loser because he have to take some accountability. One-on-one, he just got beat via the wide receiver, led down the field, and next minute they go and score and they win 24-20. So he has to have some, if you're going to blame someone, and of course you can blame the whole team, but he stands out like that. Now, who would be another loser? I haven't decided in my head who I was going to say just now, but who would be another loser? I said Claypool, and let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Claypool and Millette. Can I go with? You know what? I'm going to say it. I'm going to say Deontay Johnson. I think as well, another key point or another key turnover that happened this game too, and he didn't really do too much this game as well, Deontay, was that Mitchell Trubisky pass, put it in his hands, and as Deontay grabbed the football, It was almost like he was playing, you know, water volleyball or water polo or something like that, or volleyball at the beach. He pushed the hands up and tried to grab the football. Next minute, it was a tip drill, got picked off. So I think to a certain degree too, I think Johnson was a loser in this game. But let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. We have Chase Claypool, Arthur Millette, and DJ. So the receivers, right? The receivers haven't really been getting open too much, but I found that and I'll start with my first winner, I guess. Talking more about the receivers is probably George Pickens. I thought George Pickens played well in the second half, and I think he got over his first 100-yard game. He worked well with Kenny Pickett, and there was one nice pass, Kenny Pickett to the sideline, back shoulder. Tony Totat 2 feet in. And yeah, so he's my first winner, would be George Pickett. So the Pickett, oh, no, sorry. This is where I get done. George Pickens. The Pickett to Pickens connection. And I tell you what, as a Steel fan, you guys probably know this too, right? That's going to be really hard to say. It gets your mind all boggled up. George Pickens is my number one of my winners. And you know what? I'm gonna leave the in. I'm gonna go with this guy first. My second winner is Kenny Pickett. All right. I think he played fantastic today. I think Kenny Pickett changed the offense. I think he led a spark. I think the team rallied around him. I think the crowd went crazy when Kenny Pickett KP8 came out. I think he's a winner in this scenario. I thought he played quite well. He did have 3 interceptions, but like I said, I believe one was on Claypool, one was a Hail Mary, and the last one probably was on him. He threw the football to Frymouth a bit too high. Frymouth went up to try to get it, and then it was tip drill again. Of course, interception, and you can learn from that. But overall, I think it's Kenny time for me. I think I've seen enough Trubisky. It's now Kenny time. So he's my number 2. But guys, to end this exercise in winners and losers, and as you guys have been writing them in the comments below, I want to end with, I guess you can call him the GOAT. My winner of the whole day, and this might have went under the radar because we lost, and it wasn't a field goal that, won the game. Chris Boswell nailed a 59-yarder in Heinz Field or Acrisure Stadium. 59-yarder. He set a new record in Heinz Field that he beat his other record, which was 56 yards. Chris Boswell, as Trubisky got done and dusted, he threw a pass and then he got leveled by the Jets player. We got a roughing the passer penalty, moved 15 yards out. Chris Boswell hit the ball. He sinked this thing like it was a golf swing, mate. And a 59-yarder in Heinz Field. And I hope that never gets beaten. I know it's kind of crazy and might have to wait another 10, 20, 25 years to see another kicker. But Chris Boswell, in my eyes, that was a fantastic kick, right? And no matter how you say it, 59 yards, or in my language, 50 meters, he rocked that football right down the guts. And it could have kept going for 65. It kept going and going and going and going. So he brought the points back to 10-6 at halftime. And then Kenny Pickett came out. We started to win. It was 2010. And then everything went crazy and fell apart. But in my eyes, he's a winner. Like, Chris Boswell nailed that football. He now owns the record for Heinz Field, 59 yards, which is it's a really hard place to kick with all the wind, right in the rivers and stuff like that. Anyways, let me know, guys, in the comments below who your losers are or your winners and losers. If I can recap and if I can remember, I'll start with the winners first. We have Chris Boswell, we have Kenny Pickett, and I believe I said George Pickens. Now, losers, if I can remember what I said, we had Claypool with no body control. I think he's an awful receiver. I don't see anything that he does well. I'm not on him. I'm not on the Claypool train. And I haven't been. I'm on record to be. I'm not really on it. DJ, and of course, Arthur Millette. But let me know in the comments below, guys, who your winners and losers are. And if you made it this far, it's been 10 minutes. If you made it this far and you enjoy the content, hit that sub, hit that like. We do videos pretty much every single day. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.